was a fair amount of residual resentment from some of those kids. Now, one of those kids, she spent some time in Chicago, fell in love with a man whose family was on welfare, got to see the other side of people who don't practice at all, and live in poverty and really struggle in their lives. And she came out of that experience saying to us, you know, when I look back at the Zen Center, it doesn't look so bad. This is the line I love. At least they were trying. At least they were trying. So save that line and feed it back to your kids sometime. A research shows that children whose parents are religious, meaning attended religious services regularly, are better behaved and better adjusted, have more self-control, better social skills, show more respect, and work better with their peers in school than kids whose parents are not religious. This is a sociological study out of the University of Mississippi with 16,000 first graders. What is the reason? They speculate on this, but they feel that religious networks provide support to parents and sometimes help teach parenting skills, and that kids hear messages better from other adults, or at least their parents' messages are reinforced by other adults. 2, that the types of value in religious groups tend to be pro-family and pro-self-sacrifice, thinking of others, not just yourself. And 3, that religious organizations imbue parenting with sacred meaning and significance. So mindful parenting, that's different from parenting, right? Many of my students will say, oh, well, if you frame that as practice, then I'm happy to do it. If it's just ordinary life, I'm grudgingly doing it. And this is a finding from prisons, that prisoners who have any religious practice, even those who are jailhouse converts, do better in prison and upon release than those who have no religious practice. And since we're all living in prison, in a self-created prison of a small self, we could apply this principle to ourselves. And I see this with young people who come to the monastery to train. If they have had a religious background, even walking themselves to Sunday school while their parents slept in, or going to Sunday school with friends, they have a certain spiritual and ethical foundation that's palpable. And they have classes for toddlers up to teens, and the babies play, and they play with little Buddha action figures and act out scenes from the life of the Buddha. And the teens have overnights, and the teens have very serious discussions. They have scouts who get their Buddhist religion badges. They have a summer camp, Dharma camp for kids, from 9 years to 16 years. They've had the camp for over 10 years, and they now have an enrollment of about 50 kids. It's a week-long camp. The curriculum is based on the 5 Buddha families. Kids are divided into the 5 Buddha families and learn about the 5 Buddha families. And the favorite activities at the Dharma camp include the swimming hole, the campfire each night with songs and s'mores. And at the end, when the parents come to pick them up, they do skits demonstrating what they've learned about each of the Buddha families. They're very cute skits. Gyogoko has purposely kept the atmosphere relaxed at Dharma camp because she's found that so many kids these days have tightly programmed and pressured summer vacations. Well, first of all, I asked them, do you know what suffering is? Do you know? Here's the first noble truth the Buddha taught. What is suffering in your life? And one girl who's about 12 said, oh, I know what it is. It's that feeling when I come home from school and I feel like something's wrong, but I don't know what it is, and I don't know what to do about it. It's a pretty good definition of suffering. Into my mental mailbox, it's junk mail. Stick it in the garbage pail. You don't have to hold it or unfold it. You don't have to read it or repeat it. You don't have to swallow it or follow it. Play a host, not the guest. Come on, baby, just give it a rest. You know, just because they found a clever way to put your name on it. Do I do doesn't